I'm Mitch Henck with a few words about photo ID at the polls. I'm a person who has gone to the polls with no credentials at all. One time I almost couldn't vote. I had no proof of my residence whatsoever, but I found that I had a copy of my agreement with the state journal for the subscription that showed my address. They said, okay, that's fine. Another time I moved across Plains, had nothing. My landlord stood on my behalf and told the people, yeah, I can vouch for him. Why did they trust him? I never knew that. Now when I go to the polls, I reach for my wallet. They say, sir, we don't need to see any ID. You're registered. I feel so disappointed. I feel invalidated. Now they say that people can't get photo IDs. They're too poor. They might be of color. I'm thinking, well, okay, they should bring a utility bill, bring a phone bill. Well, think about that. If you have a utility bill or a phone bill, you own a house, which requires a mortgage, which requires a lot of effort, or you're renting an apartment, which means you got a first month's security deposit, which is first month's rent, plus the whole rent. That's a lot of money and a lot of effort. Or if you're getting subsidized housing, you have to fill out paperwork and show ID to qualify for the program. If you don't have anything and your person just vouches for you, why would you trust that person? You shouldn't trust anybody. It's an important thing. You're electing constitutional officers to do important things like sending your kids to war or raising your taxes. I mean, it seems to me that most people in polls, 2/3 of Americans, support some kind of photo ID, including polling of black Americans on the same thing. I'm for early voting. I'm all for that. I'm for same-day registration. I've done that several times. But you should have to prove that you are who you say you are. I think most Americans believe that. That's not asking too much. So when we go through on this issue, we should realize that anybody who wants to get an ID can get one. When I was 17 in Florida, I went to the dog track. I got a fake ID. It took 10 minutes. If you want to get one, you'll get one. After all, you have to get to the polls to vote. So the people who say you can't are people who are exploiting the fact that you don't want to for your vote. It's all about political football. It's not about reality. That's my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction, Greenbush Bakery, Capital Consultants, Weedman, and Babe's Sports Grill. My home bar for 20 years. I call it the mothership. I think I get smarter after 10 o'clock at night talking to sports writers. They seem to know more than the Badger coaches. We'll see you next time.